Welcome to this YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how my top 10 tips and tricks in Google Sheets. Let's get started. Tip number 1. With the first one. The first one is, how do you navigate around data very fast? So if your cursor is in here, you can hit on Ctrl-Shift right, takes you to the right. If I want to highlight everything in this data, I click on the down arrow and it goes down. If I want to go back up, arrow up, left, I go to the left, right, highlight everything. And if I want to go down, then that's a quick way of moving through all the data quite fast. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is about resizing cells, resizing columns. So it's our columns as shown here, and we want to resize them. You can, of course, use first by clicking on the line there, and when it brings these changes to this format, then you drag. That is one way. The other second way is that one drags one by one, but if you want to do many at once, when it brings that, you drag and all that changes. And better still, you highlight everything. You can right click and go down right here and click on resize. When you click on resize, you can set the size that you want. The default is 100. So when you click OK, it resizes to that format. Tip number 3. My next tip is about freezing cells. So as you can see, if I move down, my headers also shift. But if I want to fix them so that they don't move, I'll come right here. When I see the arm, I drag down up to the point where I want to freeze the cells. So I release. Now, right now, they are freezed. Can go down, can go up. My header will remain there. If I want to freeze the column as well, so that my region does not move as I move to the right, what I have to do, come back here, it brings the arm, come up to the point I want. When it reaches there, release it, and it will be fixed. So go to my right, you can see my regions are not moving, so they are fixed. When I go down, they are also not moving. Tip number 4 is about, if at all I want to highlight all this data at once, I can use Ctrl A, and there you go. You can easily highlight your data. Tip number 5. The next tip is about column statistics of cells. I click on that column of cells, right click, I'll go right down there and I click on column statistics. When I click on column statistics, in the right side here, some statistics come up. And if I scroll down, I see more statistics. Here, value, frequency, how often that these values appear, total number of rows. Because I've highlighted the whole column, they are 1,000. The empty ones are 973, and the unique ones are 27. I can get the sum, I can get the average, I can get the median, I can get minimum value, maximum value. So they're very handy statistics without doing any formulas to compute the sum or average or medium or minimum value and maximum value. You can easily take that, highlight the column, right click on it, go to column statistics, and you will see all these details. Tip number 6. Tip number 6 is how to insert a pivot table. What we do here, we just highlight our data, Ctrl Shift down, then go under insert, go down, right down there. There's a pivot table. It has selected the data range. I want it on an existing sheet. I need to indicate where it should start on this existing sheet. Click there where you're going to click on where you want to put it. Say OK. Say create. Then next, just need to add the rows as maybe region. There you go. They added. Then my values as cells. And there you go. So here we have a pivot table which quickly summarizes our data per region, and it displays it. A lot more things that you can do. I have another video on pivot table that you need to look at for more details. Tip number 7, publish it on the web. So, and my sheet is called T7. You come under File, then write down and look for publish, share under publish. There's publish to web. Click on that one. So you can publish it as an embedded, meaning that you can embed it in another document, or you can publish it as a link. You want to publish the whole document, or you just want to publish a particular sheet. So I've selected the sheet. 7 is my sheet. I want to publish it to the web page, and I click on publish. Are you sure you want to publish this page? I say, yes, I do. The moment I do that, it creates for me a link, which I can copy and open a new tab, Control V, paste it there, and enter. And then you'll see that my data is published on the web. So I can send this link to someone, and the moment they click on that, they'll see all my data here. It's a very good way to share information. Tip number 8. So what you do, you highlight the position where you want to put your checkboxes, go under insert, click on checkboxes, and your checkboxes will be inserted right there. If you want to change the color, give them a background and all that, you can do that right here. You can make your checkboxes red, or you can make them blue, and you can also give it a background color that you like so. And then when you click on it, it gives you a value of true. If not clicked, it will give you false. So this is how you can insert checkboxes in your Google Sheets. Tip number 9. The next tip is about a scrolling table. So if you want a table that scrolls to be inserted in your sheet, highlight your data, then go to insert and insert a chart. It will try to guess the kind of chart you want. You say, no, this is not what I want. Then using the chart editor, you can edit to the scrolling table, which is right down here. Click on that and it will give you the scrolling table, as you can see. So I may want my data not to be input in cells, but rather in a table like so. And this is good for publishing and scrolling up and down, especially if you want to publish this data. So if you want to edit this range, you can always go back here and do your edit. Click on these 3 drops and do your edit. And number 10. The next tip I'm going to show you, which I like, is this open-ended references. Assuming I want to get the total of these cells, what I do, I type in equals, type my sum, come here, Control down, then it gives me a sum of that. Now, if more data is added to the sheet here, the value, the sum is going to remain the same, because the data is not part of my formula here. But if I want to make it part of the formula, I can remove, can drop the 27 so that it goes up to the end like so. Now when I click, this will be capturing, because now this sum will be capturing my sum because it goes right up to the end, that is column 1000. So it's a handy thing to know that it gives you for ability to adjust your sums without interfering with the formula. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and see you in the next video.